All right, y'all, we're talking about Google Ads bid strategies today. When you set up any new campaign, you need to select a bid strategy. Now, what is a bid strategy? A bid strategy is essentially telling Google how you want them to allocate your budget in the ad auction to maximize performance or get you as close to your goal as possible. So some bid strategies for e-commerce specifically, and this applies to other businesses as well, but I would always start out, first step, with maximize clicks or manual CPC. Why? The reason being is because when you're setting up a new campaign, or especially if you are a new Google advertiser and this is your first campaign, there is no historical conversion data in that campaign or in the account. So you want to start with a maximize clicks or manual CPC strategy to get the ads to start spending. Once conversion data comes in, that's when you're going to want to switch over to a Target ROAS or maximize conversion strategy. Now for e-commerce, I almost exclusively would focus on Target ROAS. I've seen the best performance using a Target ROAS strategy for e-commerce, but you could also use maximize conversions if you want to. The difference is with the Target ROAS strategy, you're giving Google a target return on ad spend that you want to try to achieve, and Google is going to use that number in its bidding process. Maximize conversions, you're going to give it a target CPA, or a target cost per acquisition, cost per conversion, whatever you want to call it. Now, when do you switch from max clicks to Target ROAS? Now, I said when conversion data starts coming in, but how much conversion data? Now, that's AOV dependent, it's average order value dependent, and conversion volume dependent, and that can vary depending on what type of business you have. And I've talked about this in prior videos where businesses that have a higher average order value tend to have lower conversion volume. So a new campaign may not get a lot of conversions because the average order value is higher. So typically, what I would like to see is 30 conversions in a 30-day period. So 30 and 30. But if your average order value, it's like a 6. If your average order value is $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, even if it's $500, $200, whatever, conversion volume is going to come in much slower. So if you have a product with $1,000 AOV and you see 10 conversions come in a 30-day period, it might make sense at that point to switch it over to Target ROAS or maximize conversions. But as a benchmark, 30 and 30 days, if your AOV is $100 or under, I would say if your AOV is from $100 to $500, probably like 15 conversions in 30 days. If it's even higher than that, you can bring that back from there. But kind of gauge what the volume is, because that is the most important part, is the actual conversion volume, how much data you have to make that switch from max clicks to a Target ROAS or maximize conversion strategy. Now, you could start with a T ROAS or a maximize conversion strategy, but your campaign is still going to start out slow. It's unlikely that Google is even going to spend your budget. I've started off with T ROAS or maximize conversion strategies, and Google just straight up will not spend your budget for several weeks. So if you want to get things going quicker, if you want to start getting real data that you can make decisions based off, start with max clicks or manual CPC. I usually lean towards max clicks and then transitioning from max clicks to Target ROAS, looking for sufficient conversion volume so that Google now has the data to optimize that campaign and bid properly and maximize your results. Give this a try and get after it.